Hi, good evening. And after all that cool and funky speeches, if it's too heavy, it's only 6.5 minutes to your next beer, okay? You can call me Pat. Shall we start? Okay, great. So Singapore was recently ranked as an emotionless country. And in my line of work, which is in philanthropy, this is a pretty big deal because a lack of emotion also means a lack of compassion. And that leads to a cold and uncaring society. So this is maybe the new normal that we keep talking about, but I do feel that the new normal is actually about a lot more. Asia's widening income gap. We're seeing it in Singapore today. The bottom of the pyramid, in some countries, bottom of the diamond, dropping lower and lower as cost of living keeps going up higher and higher. It's a difficult situation to be in, and we cannot be emotionless to not appreciate this. We keep continuing to fight for rights and equality, sometimes about gender rights, other times it's about LGBT rights, and even some more. Something as fundamental as the preservation of life and limb, of dignity, or more higher order issues like work-life balance, education, the glass ceiling. We keep abusing Mother Earth, not just big industries, but even one plastic bottle at a time, by individuals, by households. I live in a new estate today that does not have a recycling system. I hope they will change that soon. The difficulty that we have here in the new normal also is that old issues are still there. We're still fighting for education, access to education, and there are people fighting against those fighting for education. In Singapore, where education is a birthright, we are fighting for quality of education, and, so that we don't just go through quantities of tests and grades. We say that we don't want foreign talent and we don't want migrant workers, but they are a reality in our lives. Our proudest architectural visions are created by them, are built by them. They're a migrating workforce. They live in our homes. They also work in the bars. And this is something that we cannot deny, and we have to learn how to work with them. Mental health. Never before has it been more important. Depression among the bank workers, pathological adulterers, child age killers, self-harm, eating disorders. Our work day, our lives revolves around anxiety and stress. And this is a problem we're grappling with. So underlying all these issues, what does this mean in the new normal? Well, to me, it's about rapid change and technology and active citizenry. The constraints of space and time to change things has been broken down by technology. 99% means a lot more now than it used to. 99% is actually starting to create some change. But where is the government in all of this, and why should we even really care? We are what we call civic society. Civic society is important because we want change that maybe the government cannot deliver, that we can take risk that governments cannot or may not want to take. We are the sand that fills in the jars between the stones. And it is for this reason that it starts with you and me and us. We are the ones that can make things change. And we need to have the emotion so that we can have empathy, so that we can drive how we want things to change. So how is it going to begin? When will you step up? Well, we start by thinking about ourselves as new normal givers. Writing big checks, making loose change, you want to see some impact in what you do. The new normal activist wants to see change, wants to see result. It may take a long while, but they act quickly and they act decisively. So the new normal activist is informed. They read about charities, they read about causes, and they learn about what they want to support. They also get access to a lot of bad information, so they have to learn how to filter through that. But the new normal activist will use information as his weapon and as his tool. The new normal activist will use technology to change the world. Social media, GPS, near-field communications, high-speed data, mobile apps, gamification. The arsenal is endless, and the arsenal is sophisticated. It's widely shared. Giving and change-making is an open affair. Philanthropy is no longer a private matter. So how do you begin? You begin even just as simply by putting your coins into a soup can. Or payroll giving. Check out what's happening in your company, in your workplace. Gyro donations. You can begin very easily, and before you know it, it all adds up, and you'll be doing something sophisticated like social investments. And lest you think that it's really not that much, the price of a cup of cappuccino in Singapore can pay for a poor person's meal that includes a big chicken drumstick. It can also pay for a meal for a family in a poor country. So there is no giving that is too small. And you can start today. And if you don't have time, volunteer. Make someone really happy that day. You can even volunteer behind the desk now because there is online volunteering. You can even volunteer doing with skills that you have. You can do skilled volunteering. Trust us, take a first step, try it. You will definitely make a difference in someone's day. Use the tools that you have in Singapore today. Online donations, online volunteer matching, peer-to-peer fundraising, community chest. And even if you don't like any of these, seriously, and we don't underestimate this, check out the CSR programs in your workplace. That could be the first time for you to do something different and give back. And maybe one day, who knows, there may very well be a career change. Maybe the nonprofit sector will call to you. And that would be great for us because talent is sorely needed. And that one day when somebody says I'm going to join the nonprofit sector, their family won't scold them, their friends will give them funny looks, and you can be in charity without needing charity. And that's how I made my journey. I have two lovely kids now, but I left the financial sector about 5 years ago, and I've now joined the nonprofit sector with very little savings, but we're very happy. We are a lot more frugal than we used to, but I think in the end it's worth it. And then maybe one day, when giving is completely embedded in our DNA, people that need help can get help without the help of charities. Individuals are helping each other, and then charities can go out of business. And that would be my dream. So please take the first step today and help put me and my colleagues out of business. Thank you.